Sau đây thì xin mời Jonathan, đại diện cho Fisher Paykel Healthcare New Zealand, sẽ có cái phần trình bày đầu tiên ạ.
Thank you, Tao. Hi everyone, my name is Jonathan. Sorry, I don't speak very good Vietnamese. Hopefully the AI translation will be good. We'll keep working on it. But I apologize in advance. If I say anything wrong, Tao will help me speak in. So as Tao introduced, my name is Jonathan. I'm from Fisher Paykel Healthcare, from the headquarter office in Auckland, New Zealand. I'm part of the Global Partnerships team. So I support our ventilator partners globally and at the head offices as well. So today, as part of our conversation, I'll be sharing a bit more about Fisher & Paykel internationally, what we do globally, how we work with our partners, what we want to achieve, and how we can support you in your market on a day-to-day. So as you know, Fisher & Paykel Healthcare is a global leader in medical devices and respiratory humidification. So that's both in the hospital space and the home care space. Today, we're only focusing on hospital, but our focus is to make sure we are changing clinical practice and improving patient care and outcomes. And this started off with creating the humidifier back in 1969 with a simple glass preserving jar. So when we talk about respiratory humidification in the hospital, we're talking about invasive ventilation, non-invasive ventilation, high flow, and across all the patient groups. So from neonatal to pediatric to adult, and also in the anesthesia and surgical space. And we're talking about our humidifier systems. So you would have heard about the 810, the 850, and the 950 humidifier system. And so that includes our circuits and our interfaces as well. When Fisher & Paykel Healthcare, or FPH, designs products, we all design it as a system to work together. So when you're using our system, everything works together smoothly for you and your patients. So we've been around for over 50 years, providing better clinical outcomes and improved care. We're headquartered in Auckland, New Zealand, at the bottom of the world. We've got manufacturing sites in New Zealand, China, and Mexico. And the aim is to make sure that we can supply you products all across the world and meet all our customers' needs. We've got customers in over 135 countries and growing. We've got over 7,000 people across the world in 53 countries. And we've got two great team members here, Dat and Tao. And we've treated over 24 million patients worldwide just in last year. And we've got over 180 distributors supporting us as well across all these countries and regions. And so this is just to help give you an idea of how we support all our markets and all our patients and all our customers. We've got regional support teams, direct sales offices, distribution centers, and manufacturing to make sure that you're supported wherever you are. And the way we do it is through a multi-channel approach. So for Fisher & Paykel, we don't mind how you get our products. We want to make sure that you get them. So that's either through our sales office in some countries, or our local distributors like we have here with DMed and the rest of the teams, or through our ventilator companies that we work with as well. So it's really important that we partner to make sure that there's nothing stopping the hospitals and yourselves from being able to use our products together. And so this is probably a very good picture of what are we trying to achieve. This is an ICU in Sydney, Australia. As you can see, there is a gentleman here who's just come out of surgery. He was on invasive ventilation on the Getinga ventilator, and now he's moved to NIV on the Philips V60 ventilator, and he's already got high flow set up so that he can continue to stay on the 950 system. So there's two 950s here, one here and one hidden over here. So what we're trying to achieve here is we want to make sure that we can support this patient through all therapies, from invasive all the way down to when they can be weaned off. I don't know if Tara wants to step in here.
Đây là một cái hình ảnh rất là đặc biệt mà Thảo muốn dành một chút thời gian để chia sẻ thêm. Đây là hình ảnh tại một khoa hồi sức tại Úc, một bệnh viện tại Úc. Một bệnh nhân này vừa được cai máy thở xong trên máy thở Tiên với máy làm ẩm 950. Mà đây là cái thiết bị rất là mới mà hôm nay chúng ta sẽ được tương tác cùng. Bệnh nhân này được cai qua mode thở NIV, cai máy thở đang thở mask trên máy thở V60 của Philips. Và cái máy này cũng được kết hợp với máy làm ẩm khí thở 950 ở đây luôn. Và trên máy này sau khi cai máy thở cho bệnh nhân thì máy này đang được bật chế độ thở HFNC và cũng kết nối trên cùng cái bộ dây mà bệnh nhân đã thở máy, và trên thiết bị 950 này được kích hoạt cái mode thở HFNC cho bệnh nhân. Thì theo guideline điều trị thì bệnh nhân khi thở NIV, thở mask sẽ được luân phiên giữa mask và HFNC, tại vì không thể nào ấp mask 24/7 được. Thì những lúc bệnh nhân nghỉ sẽ được thở HFNC. Thì đây là một bệnh nhân rất là may mắn được hỗ trợ bởi những thiết bị tối tân nhất mà bệnh viện đang có với cái hệ thống làm ẩm mới nhất trên thế giới hiện nay là 950.
Thanks, Thảo. So we want to make sure that we work with all the devices in the hospital and that the patient has a consistent system that they can use, and for biomeds and doctors and nurses, they can always look to F&P to be available in a trusted system through every step of the way. So we want to make sure the patient gets the best experience as they improve through their journey in the hospital. So as I said just now, we want to improve the patient care and outcomes. We want to be a consistent and trusted presence for the patients, for the hospital, for our ventilator partners, and we want to have the best humidifier systems to support the ventilators as well, so they can have the maximum performance, have the minimum condensate, and the minimum issues for you as well on a day-to-day basis. So how do we do this? This is quite simple, but it's really important to share again how we're doing this to support you. Firstly, we want to continue to support working closely with you in our hospitals. So with Tao and Dat, our great team here, to make sure they're here to listen to your needs and your problems and make sure we can support you with the right products. Secondly, is obviously working with our great ventilator partners like the ones we have here tonight to make sure that we're giving the right devices to help bring the best out of their ventilators and that they can access our products and they can work well together in each and every setting. So as you can see, we work closely with each of these companies all across the world to make sure that the products have been tested together and it's easy for you. And also, with all our systems, it's always about continuous improvement. What can we do more? What are your problems? What are your issues that you experience? What are the issues that your patients, your nurses, your doctors, your procurement, how can we make our systems better to make your work easier and to make the patient have a faster and smoother journey as well? So we're always thinking about how can we improve. And so the two main systems that we'll be talking tonight are the 850, which has been the gold standard across the whole world for over 20 years, and the 950, the new market leader in humidification that we're starting to see all across the world. So for the 950, it's been around for over 10 years now, and in many countries like Australia and New Zealand, it is the standard. So majority of humidification is with the 950. And then same thing in Canada, it has now become the standard in Canada, and in the United States and in Europe, we're selling more 950s than 850s. Hospitals are all converting across as they're seeing the benefit. And as you get to play with the systems tonight, you can see the difference in how we use it and the benefits it brings to the customers and to the users. And so we're in over 130 countries with the 950 system, and that's changing every single day. So in summary, why F&P? As I said, we're a long-standing leader in humidification for over 50 years. We're the experts in humidification, and we work with the experts in ventilation to give you the best combination. We have high quality and state-of-the-art solutions. We're trusted by our partners, our KOLs, our clinicians and patients all across the world. We've proven our technology with all our systems to give you better outcomes with less issues and distractions and complaints. And we have support on the ground to make sure you have what you need. Again, beautiful photos. And so what does that look like for you on a day-to-day basis? It's being able to support both the ventilators and you all in the hospital with your evaluations and your tenders to have the best systems to help you see the right results, to give you the education and support and training you need, in services, access to products, solving any problems you have, and to be available at conferences as well so you can see and learn more from us. So I won't go on too much longer. You've had a very long day already. You don't want to hear me talk too much. If you have any questions, you can come see me or talk to Tao and Dad. But thank you again for giving up your time today to learn more. We really appreciate it.
Cảm ơn John.